why Ronaldo was too small to play football. Today, I'm going to tell you about the moment coaches looked at Cristiano Ronaldo and said he was too small, too skinny, and too weak to ever make it in football. And yet, he became one of the greatest players the world has ever seen. But that almost never happened. Ronaldo was born on February 5th, 1985, on the small Portuguese island of Madeira. His family had very little money. His mother worked as a cook and a cleaning woman. His father was a gardener and a part-time kit man at a local football club. They lived in a small house with 4 children sharing tight spaces and simple meals. But from the very beginning, one thing set young Cristiano apart. He was obsessed with a ball. From the moment he could walk, he dribbled anything he could find: crumpled paper, oranges, worn-out tennis balls. He kicked them across the kitchen floor, against the front wall, and down the steep slopes outside his house. Football wasn't just something he enjoyed. It was everything. At just 7 years old, Ronaldo began playing for his local club, CF Andorinha, where his father worked as the kit man. All football even then, people noticed something special about him. His teammates and coaches called him Abelhinha, which means little bee, because he was small and very quick. He was small, but he was fast, and he never stopped moving. However, as he grew older, a serious problem began to follow him. Everywhere Ronaldo went, people said the same thing. He is too small, he is too skinny, he will never be strong enough. When he joined Sporting CP's academy, nobody thought he was going to play professional football because he was too small and too bony. The other boys were bigger, they were stronger. They could push him off the ball. It would have been easy to give up. But Ronaldo refused. He later recalled hearing coaches and players say, "Yeah, but it's a shame he's so small." And he knew it was true. He was skinny. He had no muscle, so he made a decision. At just 11 years old, Ronaldo decided he was going to work harder than everybody. He was going to stop playing like a kid. He was going to train like he could be the best in the world. That hunger became his fuel. While other boys went home to rest, Ronaldo stayed on the field. While others played, he practiced the same moves over and over again until they were perfect. Then came another challenge, one that had nothing to do with size. At the age of 15, Ronaldo was diagnosed with a racing heart condition. Doctors told him his heart was beating dangerously fast. If left untreated, it could have ended his football career, or worse. The news was frightening for Ronaldo and his family. Ronaldo underwent heart surgery, where doctors used a laser to correct the problem. He was discharged from the hospital just hours after the procedure, and just days later, he was already thinking about getting back on the training ground. Most teenagers would have been terrified. Ronaldo treated it like just another obstacle to get past. Back at Sporting CP's academy, something was beginning to change. The boy who had once been told he was too small was now impossible to ignore. He was moving faster than anyone else. He was sharper. He was hungrier. Sporting's coaches noticed something rare in him, not just raw talent, but an unbreakable spirit. They promoted him rapidly through the youth ranks. At just 16, he was playing with the senior team. By 17, he was dazzling crowds with his footwork. The boy they said was too small was becoming someone no one could stop. Then came a night that changed everything. In the summer of 2003, Ronaldo's performance in a match against Manchester United caught the eye of United's manager, Sir Alex Ferguson. Ferguson was so impressed that he signed the young Portuguese player almost immediately. The boy from a small island with no money, no muscle, and no guarantee of success was now heading to one of the biggest football clubs in the world. But here's what made Ronaldo truly different. Even at Manchester United, he never stopped working. He trained longer than anyone else. He studied his own performances. He pushed his body to its absolute limits. The coaches who once doubted him never saw what he saw in himself. They saw a small, skinny boy from a poor island. He saw something else entirely. He saw a future champion, and over the years he proved every single doubt wrong. In 6 years at Manchester United, Ronaldo scored 118 goals and provided 76 assists in 293 appearances. He went on to win 5 Ballon d'Or awards, the prize given to the world's best player. He broke records that had stood for decades. He became the all-time top scorer in Champions League history with over 140 goals. The boy who was too small became the biggest name in football. But what is the real lesson here? It is not just about football. Ronaldo's story is about what happens when someone refuses to believe what others say about them. People told him he was too small. He trained harder. People told him he was too skinny. He built himself up. People told him he would never make it. He became the greatest. Ronaldo once described his drive like this: "It is like a hunger that never goes away. When you lose, it is like you are starving. When you win, it is still like you are starving. But you ate a little crumb." That hunger, not his height, not his size, not his family's money, is what made him great. Cristiano Ronaldo, who is now one of the most famous people on the planet, was once a skinny boy from a small island that most of the world had never heard of. He was told no many times. He kept going every single time. His story proves that what people say about you does not have to become your story. What do you think gave Ronaldo the strength to keep going when everyone doubted him? Share your thoughts in the comments below.